What's up guys, Matt back again with another unboxing video going over my first One Piece figure of my second favorite character from One Piece, Roronoa Zoro. I think I said his first name right. Zoro is my second favorite character so far in One Piece. I actually started One Piece just a couple months ago. I am in, as of the recording of this video, the Alabasta arc. We've met Ace. Chopper is part of the crew. Chopper is my personal favorite character so far. I cried for 5 episodes straight when I learned his backstory, but I really love One Piece. It's my third favorite anime right now. I just really love it. I don't even care that there's like 1,000 episodes. So let's go over Zoro. This is how much I paid for him on Amazon, and this is the regular retail price for this figure. There is a Manga Dimensions version of this Grandista figure coming out soon, along with the Grandista version of Sanji. So there's a Manga Dimensions version of both of those coming out. I didn't really want to get a Manga Dimensions version of that. My plan right now is to get a Manga Dimensions version of the main characters of the other anime that I like outside of Dragon Ball for Grandista or Super Master Stars piece. But was really excited for Zoro. This is actually him post time skip. No spoilers in the comments, please. I don't know why there's a time skip. I don't know what happens in One Piece. I'm completely blind to this anime. I don't even know why Zoro lost an eye. So I'm excited to find out, but we'll see. So let's take a look at the figure and talk about the box first, and we'll compare him to some other Grandistas and other figures.
Yeah, so I really like this figure. There's this air of mystery around One Piece for me right now, where I'm like, what's gonna happen? When is there gonna be a time skip? I think my biggest issue with the anime as I watch it right now is there's some action scenes that it's like there's no real animation happening. It's like just a still scene and you just hear action and noise happening. So it's not that exciting. But when there is action, it's not like that happens all the time in the show, but when there is action, it's pretty good. I like the fights. I like the characters. They're very colorful and unique. It's something that I'm not really used to because, you know, when you watch things like Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer, characters can be colorful and unique, but you kind of get a little bit of a less dark vibe coming to One Piece. It's just a lot of fun, and I really am in it for the long haul. I don't really pay attention to the long number of episodes. I do have a filler guide, so I can skip a lot of the filler. But yeah, this figure though, it's a little complicated to put it together. As you can see, I had some trouble putting it together and had to figure out, okay, how does this fit in, just so that I put it together right. But I like this style of stand that Zoro comes with, so it's really easy for him to stand up. There I am about to draw my 3 swords for my 3-sword technique. But yeah, I would say that this figure came in just right. I think he's about 10.5 inches, so very good size, pretty respectable. I think all the One Piece figures are the same height. And I think that's what it's like in the show. I think everyone's pretty much the same height. I haven't really paid attention to that. But Zoro looks great. Really like his uniform. My one issue with Grandista figures is their posing usually isn't very dynamic. Take like the Yamcha figure that I reviewed recently. It's him doing his like wolf fang fist, so that's really cool. It would be great if we had a figure of this size of Zoro with like the 3-sword pose. So if you guys have a recommendation of a figure of Zoro that's like that, or any One Piece figure that's like that, please comment them down below. I would love to take a look at them. Maybe they could replace or amplify my One Piece set, as I am just getting into One Piece figures, and usually Grandistas are a really good place to start. But I will say that his likeness is great. The paint is done really well. There's not a lot of shading on the figure, if any, that I can notice. If there is, it's more so on the front side. But I do like the way that Zoro looks. I think, you know, you still are capturing the essence of the character, the cool factor. I mean, he was literally made to be a cool character in the show. But here he is to scale with some other Grandista figures, as well as, well, he's my first One Piece figure, so here's him with other Grandista figures. Yep. All right, guys. So final thoughts. Great figure. Nothing I would break the bank for. There's nothing that jumps out at me that I'm like, wow, this is amazing. It's a must-have. I got him because I wanted a Zoro figure. And Grandistas are, you know, pretty safe bet for the most part. So I will say that this is a 6 out of 7 for me. I really like the figure, but am really hoping that one day I can replace it with a, you know, a 7 out of 7 figure. But let me know what you guys think down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe as we're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Share this with your One Piece friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.